Hello, collective and chosen ones. Welcome to my channel. It's so nice to have you here. Know that you're always loved and appreciated. If this is the first time you're here, welcome. And for all regular viewers, welcome back. I hope you've been well and life's been treating you really, really good. Today, I'm going to be mostly talk about channel messages and channeling a reading of just energy. Sometimes I got these messages just when I woke up, and Spirit has just got a very clear message just when I have a lot more energy after a good night's sleep. So the first message is that don't get angry, but get even by leveling up. So whenever we've been subjected to some really bad or low vibration, the only time the collective and chosen ones will get success is just by leveling up and working on ourselves. So this is a really good message for all of us who have been under the pump and been subjected to a lot of low vibration, and especially some dark entities attacking us with psychic attacks. Another message is when you walk the path with Spirit, no one can take you down. So I've been talking a lot about focusing on working within. And whenever we do that, we are with one with Spirit, and we walk the path of the energetic level of consciousness. So once you do that and constantly working within and connected to Spirit, there will be no attacks because all these negative entities will have to answer to Spirit. So we're protected. Another message is that free will, and this is a message from you to others. So you do you, and I do me. That's what we're all supposed to do, minding our own business and just continuing with our own free will, as long as the free will is for the highest good. Another message is you're the first in your bloodline to carry a legacy and the first to achieve a high abundance in every single way. So not just in your finance, but you follow the path of high consciousness, and you're the first in the line of your bloodline to break the generational curse. So what that means is that a lot of your ancestors have been going through a lot of trauma, and you're here to break this trauma and to be able to walk the path of higher consciousness. Another message is you faced hard lessons with flying colors, and especially when all your family members fail to address them or acknowledge that there has been some issues that you try to face. So you're the first person who have fully now addressed the elephant in the room when no one else has. You're also not taking this serious, as in personally, but you are serious enough to take on board how to address this by working with Spirit. And you're giving a lot of forgiveness to any family members that have done you wrong. And God can see everything. Even when no one else can see it, everything's being recorded by Spirit. So you would have experienced life now with a lot of calmness, and you're feeling a lot of bliss out of this because you're no longer getting all these attacks and low vibration. A lot of you have already left what no longer serves you, from situations to the people that you used to hang around with. You've left this because your vibration is now very different. You no longer carry those old wounds and people that have really took advantage of you. A message I've got is now God has delayed the bag. It's taken you a long time to achieve abundance, and especially with your finance. But because now you're breaking the generational curse, Spirit has been rewarding you. You would have noticed that your finances have improved dramatically, and especially in the last 6 months. And I don't normally refer to a timeline, but I'm now specifically referring to timelines starting from the middle of last year, which is, at the time of recording, is in the middle of 2024. You would have started to achieve more abundance, things that you didn't know that would turn up. Finances, all of a sudden you started to get them. Checks coming in, sources from things that you didn't expect. So you're starting to make different passive income. Some of you have started to trade and invest, but you're no longer sticking to just one particular job, and you're looking at different avenues, taking some calculated risks. So that's really good. You're achieving kingdom wealth, and just by showing up to your assignment and your obedience with Spirit, you are being rewarded. You are creating long-term abundance and sustaining abundance and blessings. So wealth are now flowing through you, and this is going to benefit generations to come. Now, for those of you who may not have children, you are putting this wealth and creating this wealth to benefit others that are not even in your family. So some of you may have a small family group, and what you're doing is creating charity work and helping others in community. For those who haven't achieved the wealth yet as fast as you wanted to, it is coming. Spirit's asking me to remind you that your wealth is going to come sooner or later. It's just in divine timing. But in the meantime, you've been asked to really help out in the community, even when it doesn't cost you anything. You're just putting your time and effort into it. And Spirit's guaranteeing you that this will be rewarded in financial returns. So another message is that your divine instructions are strange. What that means is that sometimes you don't understand why you have to do certain things, why you're subjected to certain people. Why is your life sometimes strange, like you don't get on with others, you do things in a different way? That's because you're not conventional, you're not meant to be. You're not meant to walk with the path of ordinary people. So therefore, your life is going to be very unique to you, and some of the things that has happened to you, circumstances, it doesn't make sense. But later on, you'll find out. Another message is that there are no shortcuts. So what that means is that there are no shortcuts to your spiritual path, because every single one of these experiences are tests that's given to you. And your assignment is going to be very difficult, But you're the only one in your area, in your family and around you, that's going to be assigned to this. So I mentioned to you that you're the leader in every single way, not just in your job, but your spiritual assignment. You are the true leader. There's no one else that's going to be walking alongside with you. And that's why sometimes you might feel very lonely, because there's no one else that are like you, unless you've met some spiritual community. But even then, sometimes we're not meant to be hanging regularly together. That's because all of us have an assignment to do. So you're of the divine, and your job is that you're now following an alignment with spirit. So therefore, a lot of you would have to be asked or have to go through a lot of surrendering and leaving what no longer serves you. You may find that you are experiencing something very strange. All of a sudden, it's like you're left alone and you're the only last person in this planet. Sometimes you just wondering what's happening. But you have now a sense of calmness about you. That's because you are walking in a new direction, and the door is now opening up for you to create the abundance that you've always asked for. Spirit has not forgotten all about you. And in fact, Spirit has given you the most difficult assignment, so that Spirit wants you to know that, and wants to know whether you can handle this assignment. And once you can, and you're not afraid to go forward and not lose hope and have faith in Spirit, everything's going to turn around and you have your breakthrough. I've already started to have that breakthrough about 9 months ago. And at that time, I was still not sure why this is happening. There's certain strange things that's experiences, and you will find that you'll have some sort of conflict with others, and that's because your energy, there's an energetic discord with others. It's like mixing oil with water. You just don't mix. And there's no need to worry about it. Just continue to mind your own business and get on with your job, because some people that don't want to change will go against you, because they'll find you weird. They will even actually say that to you. You're a bit strange, you're weird, we don't get on with you, we don't understand what you're doing. There will be nasty remarks against you behind your back or in front of you. And if you haven't worked fully from within, you will find this very upsetting. And that's what happened last year with myself. I went through a lot of conflict with family and other friends as well. But now, even if they try and confront me, it's not going to work, because Spirit has already isolated me, and this will happen to you as well. So continue on with your path. Another message is that the wait was for training and not the denial. So what that means is that you're being trained to go through these experiences, and Spirit's not denying you. So say, for instance, you've asked to achieve a certain goal or a certain amount that you wanted to earn, but you didn't get it. Or the job that you applied for, you didn't get it. So Spirit is not denying you with that. Spirit is actually leaving you for last to get something much better. Something that you would never even think about that you're achieving. And you will get that when you least expect it. You have trusted in Spirit even when you are times of lack. And a lot of you had a lot of doubt and a lot of different adversities, different things, different people going against you. And you almost gave up, but you knew deep down there's a lot of trust and hope with Spirit that even at times of darkness, and you know that you get your abundance later on, you continue on with your path. You're building this legacy for longevity. You asked to achieve a certain goal, and you had to explain to Spirit why you want this. This is for the highest good. And your intention was for the best. So you're walking by faith. I think I read this in the last longer post. The people that you used to know or hung around with, they only know the old version of you. Even now, your family members, they only know a very old version of you, and it's so far off from where you are now. So therefore, you'd find that you really can't hang around with them anymore. And if you do, it just is going to feel really strange. You're left out. It's as if you're watching a movie and you just don't like it. But that's okay. It's just the way it is. Your energy is just so different. Let me just see if there's anything else. So you've always gone against unconventional ways. Therefore, you're never going to fit in. Now you're very comfortable with not fitting in. And in fact, you probably won't like it if you fit into an ordinary crowd, because Spirit's actually taking you somewhere else. So your alignment means that there's no resistance. You're now moving more and more in alignment with the higher energy and higher vibration. And because of that, you are moving towards life with no resistance. Therefore, you'll be attracting more and more of people that are quite in the same vibration as you, and that resonates with you. You find that you can carry on a deeper conversation with those, and those ones that don't resonate with you, they're not going to be around. Now, I don't really have much more messages to come through. Pay attention to your dreams, because I receive so much just lately from waking up to dreams, and I just could sense that it was prophetic messages from Spirit. And some of you may not remember them, so it's good to just carry a little notebook next to your bed. And lately, I've seen so many repeated numbers. So it is just time to just pay attention to what those messages are. And that's it for today. And I'd like to get some feedback from you to see how you are. And if there's anything else, please put that in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I'm sending you lots of love and blessings, and thank you for your time. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.